We start with a visit to the Hungerford Building. As part of a burgeoning art scene in Rochester, artist Heather Swenson is using advanced screen printing techniques to create intricate prints. Just see for yourself at how these detailed prints are made. It's pretty impressive.
My name is Heather Swenson, and I'm an artist. I do screen printing and painting and collage, and I have a studio in the Hungerford Building. All of the things that I work on are just like hand-drawn. To create a screen print, first you want to come up with an image that you want to be the basis of your print. You want to decide how many colors it's going to have. Then you make the drawing. Usually what I'll do is pick a palette, like I'll just kind of sketch out the colors on the side, thinking that I want like 5 colors maybe. So then for every color you need to have a corresponding sheet of tracing paper or a clear acetate film, and you basically lay it over the drawing and then trace that area. Like the plant is going to be green, and then that's one layer, and then maybe the pot is red, and then that's a separate layer. So you'll eventually have 5 pieces of tracing paper that are your films, and then a screen is coated with a light-sensitive emulsion, and then you take the films and the screen and put them on a light table together. And then basically all of the emulsion in the areas that aren't your drawing have hardened and won't let ink through, and the other place softens and basically just melts away to just the mesh, so then that allows the ink to go through. I think because I like collage a lot, it's for me, a shape-based process, because when I make a drawing, then I separate that drawing into several layers. I'm able to kind of get other colors with colors overlapping. Like, I get so excited when I'm printing because I lay down a layer, and then seeing the next layer on top of it, it's like, oh man, that's great. And then there's like 20 of them sitting there. So I think the multiples aspect too, that it's still a handmade object and it is hand pulled. It's not like a digital print where I can just print, like as many of them as I want. So I like that it still has a handmade aspect to it, but there are multiples, so I can, give some to people, or I like that it has like a kind of a collectible aspect. I think a lot of my work is based on observations or things that I notice from just pretty much my daily life. So little things that I kind of notice every day end up being kind of moments in my prints. I tend to focus a lot on composition with the screen prints particularly, and I think because it's such a shape-based process, because I'm thinking in a blue layer and a red layer and things like that, it definitely relates to collage for me too. So I think even though I'm working on an image, I'm also focusing on just the composition and the shapes and the color of the print, especially as I'm seeing it build up one layer after another.